Hey guys, this is Bumblebee85 coming at you again with another video review. This time I'm sticking with the Transformers because I've found the third wave of Titans Return figures here at my local Walmart in Ontario, Canada. So I found the entire wave of 4. There was Getaway, who I did not pick up, but I picked up the other 3, Hot Rod, Twin Inferno, and also Trigger Happy. So I have those figures that I'm going to do some quick reviews on very shortly, but I'm going to start with Hot Rod here. He's an updated form of the classics Hot Rod that we had many moons ago. Here's his packaging. I like the packaging on all the Titans Returns figures so far. Transformers plainly described on the side of the box there, and we get the same art on the side there. Here is Hot Rod's transformation. It shows he transforms in 12 steps. And here is his write-up. So if you want to pause it now, you can read it. And he comes with his Titan Master Firedrive, who forms Hot Rod's head in this version anyway. So that's enough of the package. This is from Hasbro, Transformers Generations. I'm going to rip him out of the package here and see what he's all about.
And be sure to stick around to the end of the video to watch my Enjoy the Play segment.
Now here's Hot Rod out of the packaging. First off, he comes with his bio card here, which has some tech specs on there. The red is what Hot Rod has, and then Firedrive added on as a head improves his firepower and strength and all that to the blue levels. But I'm loving the art on these cards, as I've said before. So I hope Hasbro keeps up with these kind of cards and bio cards. I'm liking them a lot. But Hot Rod comes with these guns here, which he just holds in either hand. And you can put them in either hand. They just plug right in. So we'll put those off to the side. They're just flat gray guns with a lot of molded in detail, but it's a little hollowish going on in there too. But that's his gun. But here's Hot Rod, looking very, I think, tune accurate. I'm liking the shade of the orange and the yellow and the red are the right colors, I think anyway. He also does come with the instructions, obviously, but let's take a closer look at Hot Rod here. One thing I find here that's a little hard to tell is his spoiler is normally protrudes up over the back a little bit more, so when he's standing in robot mode you can see it, and with the way his shoulders are shaped you can hardly even tell that he has the spoiler on the back at all. It's a bit of a backpack going on with the rear of the car just folding up over top, but not bad at all, I find. But here's Hot Rod compared to Chrome Dome and the Titans Return Blur. Now I have the original Classics version of Hot Rod, but he's wearing his Fans Project upgrade armor kit for Rodimus Prime. And I've already tried using these spoiler pieces to attach, and they don't attach to him securely at all. And as I was doing so, you got to be careful. There's a lot of paint on this rear spoiler. I even scratched trying to slide one of those pieces on. So there's some thick paint over top of this this piece here, as it was molded in gray, silver, and then painted heavily. So that's Hot Rod in robot mode. He has these hinged shoulders for articulation, which can go all the way around, even then the spoiler doesn't even get in the way really for rotation there. stick his arms out. He's got a elbow swivel and an elbow 90-degree joint in there. His wrists hinge in and out, but that's for transformation. There is a nice waist swivel. He can rotate all the way around, again needed for transformation. You can do the splits this way. You can kick out all the way up and all the way back. He has that upper thigh cut. These are on ball hinges, the hips themselves. Then he has a single hinge knee, which gives him 90 degrees. And then his toes have some articulation also in there. But his feet are on a little bit of a slant. So you get this A stance, which I don't mind. He's very secure standing up. He's not leaning back. His hips are not too loose compared to other Titans Returns figures, but he can stand very, very nicely. So that's Hot Rod. Now here's Firedrive, who forms Hot Rod's head. We'll take it off, just plugs in. Here's a close-up of Hot Rod's face, Firedrive's back, if we can focus there. There we go. Nice blue eyes paint on there, and he does have a scuff on his chin. It's a red, but as we flip him out into Firedrive, he is void of any paint at all. His arms are on those little ball joints, and he does have a pin through the hip so they won't fall off, but he does have those two joints in there like so. That's it for Firedrive. So we'll set him off to the side and we'll go through Hot Rod's transformation. Now we do already have Firedrive off, so what I like to start with is just pulling this backpack down and out like that. Just keeping it out to the back like that. Then we flip up his chest all the way back. It doesn't clip into anything, it just flips back. Then there's another piece of the chest that has the headlights or grill, whatnot on the front. And that forms the nose piece of his car there, like so. You can go ahead and rotate that back piece around. You want to flip his hands in on both sides. You can straighten out his arms, and when you do, when you straighten out his arms, there's a little tab here which clip these elbows in and keep them locked in like that. So you want to push those up and out of the way just a little bit. One important step you might want to get out of the way is rotating his waist completely around. Then you can push his arms up, and there's a notch there which tabs into the side of the front there. You push those up and in. Both sides, this is what it looks like from the top. It just clips right in there like so. And there you have the front of the car pretty much done. Now come down to the legs. You actually want to flip this piece out. It just sits on the back of his leg. You just flip it out. It sits on now the side of his leg. Tuck his feet in. Nice flat. He has very flat, long heels. That's good. Now instead of folding the legs over top, they actually fold down and underneath. Now they don't really connect to anything except for the notches on the side of the exhaust here actually tab into the ends of the pipe on the forearms. So they actually sit in like that. So you do the same on this side. There is a tab you want to line up for the legs to get them together, and then you want to wiggle this side one in like so, and that holds the legs together, forming a nice fiery exhaust on the back. Then you can bring down the whole back piece here, including the spoiler, and there's some notches on either side of the back of the legs, and they clip underneath the spoiler. And that holds everything nice and tightly together. So that forms Hot Rod in vehicle mode. And he rolls perfectly fine. Now it shows that you can attach these weapons to both sides. There's holes on both sides of Hot Rod. Actually, you're going to want to keep those spiky parts up so they don't rub across the ground. They just plug in there like so. And then the neat feature, same kind of like blurs, if you can get your fingernail, the visor, the glass actually opens up. You can take Firepower or Firedrive. I like to push his arms forward so that he's in a sitting position, and his legs, and he just notches right into the seat like so. He's now in there, just goes right in, and he can now ride along in Hot Rod. So you can angle those up a bit if you'd like. You can have them down or up, however you like. So that's Hot Rod. I think that looks very cartoony-ish looking. I like the look of that. You can also, another play feature, you can remove these guns from the side, and they actually clip together. So the best way to get them together actually is to almost accordion them together. Go like this. There's notches on the top, bottom, and middle. And fold them in together like so. And then that forms a little platform weapon that Firedrive can actually sit in. And then you can attach these using those notches that I've said to don't scrape along the ground when they have them on the side. So you don't want them like that on the side, you want them like that. But then those notches form together and they slip right into the engine block. So now he's driving around with the weapon stored on the front of the vehicle with Firedrive controlling Hot Rod. Quick look at the vehicle though. Here's the nice flame printed on the front, Autobot logo, nice clear blue glass, and the forearms and the legs form the exhaust throughout the back. We got some nice vents that are from the kneecap. Kneecaps form those on the back. And another little spot, there's these also pegs on the top of Hot Rod. You can actually peg the Titan Masters into the top, and you can stand on Hot Rod if you so wish. Nice glossy black tires. There's the undercarriage, which looks actually pretty good. You can't even really tell it's a robot. Now let's compare them off in vehicle mode. Here's Chrome Dome, and here's Blair, a companion of the 1986 movie. Futuristic Cybertronian vehicles here on Earth. So he is definitely longer than Chrome Dome. We put right to the edge. He's a smidge taller than Chrome Dome. Blair's a smidge taller than both of them. More wider, or longer I should say. But these are all futuristic vehicles anyway, that show up in the Transformers universe. So they look actually fairly nice together. Hot Rod's a little sleeker, as so is Blur, as to where Chrome Dome a little more boxier vehicle compared to the other two. They all have nice Autobot logos on the front, so I think they look nice together. My overall thoughts with Hot Rod: I find that he's a very nice updated version, and fiddling with him. And I like him. I like the playability, especially with all these Titan Masters. They're really kicking it out of the park with these headmasters, even though some of these characters are not headmasters. They're either target masters or other type of masters of different lines of Transformers, but we're getting them all here in the Titan Master gimmick here, which I like. I just wish sometimes the head could actually stay on the figure for transformation. So then if they just removed that lip right in here, Hot Rod's head could actually just stay on during transformation. So, but I'm liking him. The colors are nice. He is nice. People have been craving a new Hot Rod toy since the other one had been out for, I don't know, I think it's over a decade now. So we do finally have a new Hot Rod toy. The only gripe that I have is his spoiler doesn't reach up high enough for it to show in robot mode. Other than that, I think he's nice. And there's Titan Returns Hot Rod with Firedrive. Enjoy the play.
Oh, would you look at that? They went and made a shrine of me when I saved the entire universe from that evil-eating planet, Unicron. I used the Autobot Matrix of Leadership, and I lit our darkest hour. Maybe I should go steal that Matrix back. I could... No. Stop right there, kid. You ain't fitting no Autobot Matrix of Leadership inside of this chest. You have the front end of your own vehicle stuffed up inside. What? There's plenty of room in there. Major design flaw, kid. You can't fit no Matrix in there. Now why don't you go fishing, kid, and leave the war to the big bots? You're not getting no Matrix. I guess I'll never amount to anything. Trust me, the shrine says otherwise, kid.